What up, family? I'm back. I don't know what happened to that last live. Why it cut me off like that. I had said a whole lot more. And I went back and looked at where it cut off at. I had said whole lot more than where it cut off at. So before I even get started with this one, I'm going to see if, what's going on if I get anybody in the room. So if somebody in the room put one in the chat, I don't want to do what I did the last time I was talking and there wasn't even nobody here. And they had cut my live on my end. It didn't show it was cut. Obviously on y'all end it did. So just let me know if somebody's in the room. Just put a one in the chat. Let me know if somebody's in the room before I get started. I'm not sure what's going on with YouTube today, or is it just this channel? If somebody's in the room, put a one in the chat, please. So I'll know that y'all can hear me. So I guess nobody's here again. Somebody's in the chat, put a one in the chat. Okay, cool, Kitty, thank you. Because I was seeing a whole bunch of stuff the last time. It was, and on my end it showed I was recording, but when I play it back, I wasn't even on there. They had cut the feed. But I'm gonna just pick up where I left off at the last, on that last live. Where I was talking, y'all can go back and see that was only like 20 minutes or so. But I was talking about the lady, she was dying of cancer. She was on hospice. And when I walked in the room, she said, "Hi, Angel." And her daughter said, because that's my name. Her daughter said that was my name. That's her name. How do you know my? She said, "No, she's an angel. She come to save me. You come to save me, right?" And I'm looking like, no, I don't know what you mean. I just come to see you. She said, "You come to save me. You come to save my life." So I said, oh, I'm looking at her daughter. I was thinking, yes, ma'am. I'm gonna do what I can. And that's how I got into beat me into herbs. I was learning about like herbal medicine and stuff. My father always took burdock root or whatever, stuff like that, but I didn't really know about it. So I went down to a co-op. I mean, I spoke with her daughter after we left the room. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? She kept saying, she said, "I told you you was special. You're somebody special and you need to," she was like, "Do it. Like, do what you feel like you're supposed to do and help her if you can." So I went down to a co-op and I talked to some people about some herbs and studied a little bit of stuff. And I learned that black seed was supposed to cure anything but death. So I bought some different teas and some black seed. I went back to the house and I gave her the black seed. Not the oil, the seed. She took it. The next day when I came over, she was up. Mind you, she was on hospice and she had been bedridden for some months. She don't walk around or nothing. She was in the kitchen cooking with the music on, dancing with her daughter. Her daughter was crying. Her daughter's my girl at the time. I don't want to miss my exit. And she was like, her daughter was crying, like, my mom's up. And she was telling me that I'm cooking you something to eat and all this stuff. So the herbs gave her some life back for a while. After that, I threw a poetry event at my house. Like I was that type of person. I like to do like little events and stuff at the crib. I ain't have much company over, but like once a month I'll throw a function. I will call them functions. So people from the club would come to my house. I would cook. So I threw a poetry function at the house. And it ended with a phone call. Her caregiver called her daughter and said that this was it. Her mother was asking for her, that the mother was leaving. So we rushed over to the house. The daughter laid on her mother, was crying. Family was around in the room. I didn't know any of these people. And her mother started saying, "Where's Angel? Where's Angel?" So her daughter said, "She wants you." And I came over to the bed, sat down, and she reached her arm to me. She wanted me to lay beside her. Her daughter is laying on bed. She wanted me to lay beside her too, like lay on the bed. And then she put my hand on her forehead, with her hand around my wrist. She put her hand on my forehead, and she took her last breath. Oddly, she took her last breath. Whatever she did, she put something in me. That's a whole other story. She ran through me. But anyway, so at the funeral, the family was all gathered there. I think it was a funeral, or they was getting ready for the funeral or something. Because I didn't go to the funeral, but I don't really go to funerals, but I was there. And I started writing. And I wrote this poem. It's called A Tear from Ista. A Tear from Ista. I couldn't even tell you the words of it right now if I wanted to. I don't remember. But I still have that poem. So I just sat there and wrote that. Now at this time I was accepted I'm from Baltimore. I was accepted to go to Florida to this poetry symposium. Like, I had competed against thousands of other poets. And the winner got two things. It got published in a book. It got your poem put on a CD, like a professional read it. And then you could go and compete down in Florida against like thousands and thousands of other poets. So I got published 3 times. I'm published 3 times. I have 3 books at the house. I'm published 3 times with these different people like that from winning competitions. So the poem that got put in the book is the poem that I was reciting. I was going to recite at the symposium. But because this lady transitioned, I decided to recite the poem that I wrote for her. It was just an expression. Like, I like to call what I do poetry, but more so expression. So I was just expressing myself on paper. So I went up there. I was like, they had like all these little rooms with the contestants. I think it's probably like 50 of us per room or something like that. And no, that's not it. We had to recite our stuff, you know, in front of the other contestants. So I recited A Tear from Ista. I didn't expect anything from that. It was a last minute decision, a last minute write. It was heartfelt. Her daughter was there with me, so it was just something personal. When I finished the poem, nobody clapped. Nobody said anything. I didn't even expect anything. I was crying because I told them the backstory. The story I just told you. Oh, fuck no. Come on. Hold on, y'all. Come on. So I told them the backstory. Where, you know, why I created this poem. Oh man, should I go do that right now? Should I go do that right now? No, I think I'll just make it. So, and then I recited, I told the story and then I recited the poem. When I finished, like I said, the room was just quiet. I didn't even look up. Okay, I didn't even look up. I just was walking back to my seat. When I stepped down off the podium, I took a few steps and I looked toward, my seat. I'm not even sure if Keffa was there. No, Deshawn was there. And I looked over, and the reason the room was quiet, they didn't clap, because people's mouth was, their chin was on their chest. They was like, and they started to clap, but it was slow, like that, into a full-fledged clap. I gotta keep making sure somebody hears, because the last time I was talking, nobody was even here. And it went into a full-fledged clap. So after that was over, when everybody had finished competing in that room or whatever, and it was over, I was in the front. So, which means I was one of the last people to leave, because the door was in the back of the room. And I'm calling the front where the podium at. I was two aisles from the podium itself. So when everybody was leaving out, the people in the back were leaving out first, of course. Out when it's storm coming. The people in the back left first. When I got out the door, first off, there was some people still sitting down when I went by. They were sitting there because they wanted to talk to me. They were crying. They were saying that the story that I told in that poem, lady was telling you about her people that just left and came, all this stuff. So when I went outside the door, they was lined up, but all of them was waiting to talk to me. That's the second time that happened in my life, though. They was waiting to talk to me about, they knew I won. They was like, you won this. Like, and they wanted to shake my hand. Won to get the $20,000 prize. Anyway, when the thing was over, I didn't win. I was a runner-up, though, but I didn't win. And then the Caucasian guy that won, kind of find out he was the son of the person who gave the thing. So the money stayed in the family. Because I won. I only won $5,000, and he won the $20,000. But whatever. The point was, if you watch the first video that they cut me off from, this is part 2 from that. The point was how powerful our words are. How my words move the whole room of people. Where my words alone won in a competition past hundreds and hundreds of other people. This place was huge. Like, all the people that competed in it, thousands, a couple thousand people. And even to be published and all of that. That was a part of the deal. I got published and all this shit. But, so like I was saying about dance and drawing, song, words you can call poetry, expression. These things are the magic of life. So when the person asked me yesterday, when I did the live on Zen Wombs channel, who may not know, I have Zen Wombs channel and Zen Wombs too. So when I did the live on Zen Wombs and they asked me, what do I mean by, because I'm in cleansing now from a little self-neglect, and that's what the video was called yesterday, because from building a studio, I just ate crazy, a lot of processed, like very little living foods. Like, I know better, but I was in the process of that. But now that I'm out of the build, I have to create in the arts, and that's my passion. I love to write expressions more than I love to do anything in this world. And now at 56, I'm able to do that. You know, I allowed people to take the art from me. I never lost it, but I allowed it. And I'll tell that story since we have some time right now. I had a lover. She's not a lover, she was my wife. We did ceremony and everything. And she had 2 children that I basically raised. And somebody in my family called her and told her something about me that wasn't true. I was a security guard at Morgan State University in Baltimore. And I was like 20, I don't know, what, like 26 or something? I'm at Kept at 28. So I was about between 25, 26, something like that. I came home from work and all the poetry, and I mean it was a lot, because I love to write. I love to write. I wrote all the time. I wrote poetry just looking at you. I was in love. I would sit and I would write, or I'll be sitting there while everybody's talking and I done wrote a short story. I wrote every day. I always carried a backpack with me, and there was definitely 2 things in it. It was a book, and there was a voice recorder. So if I'm in a position like where I can't write, I will pull out the voice recorder. I do that to this day. I just use the phone now. I would use the voice recorder and put my words down that for me to, you know, deal with later. Always, ever since I was 12, and the lady gave me the book from near, my guidance teacher gave me the book from Nikki Giovanni. But anyway, so I wrote everything. So in the 4 years of our relationship, I can't tell you how many composition books I filled with poetry, just being in love. I can't tell you how many writings I gave her. I would write them. I would do them on special wood. I would just write shit all the time. But I came home and all that shit was in a pile in the kitchen, as high as my waist. And it wasn't just on the floor, it was ripped up. So imagine, I come home to that. She not there, the children not there. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I call my family, have you heard? Anybody heard from her? Everybody says no. I finally track her down, knowing how she moved. I finally track her down to Cynthia's house. They won't let me talk to her. I'm like, but just tell me why. You feel me? It was a couple days. I found, imagine how my heart breaking. I've been with you for 4 years. I finally get to talk to her. Somebody told her that I will kill her. I was wild. I have shanked a couple people who deserved it. I shot a couple people who deserved it, shit like that. But I wasn't gonna kill her. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, why would she tell you that? Okay, if she telling you my past, that's one thing, but why I'm gonna kill you? I'm like, wait a minute. So I called the person that she said. I said, have you heard from my wife? She said, no. Mind you, this person, like, she told her to out-hurt her because, let me get you this. This person wanted to make her girlfriend jealous. So, I mean, not jealous, wanted to get her girl back. So she created a scenario of an emergency so she can get this girl back. So she wanted me to cut her on the arm. She was like, I was like, cut you? She was like, yeah. She was like, cut my shoulder so she could call the girl, go to the hospital and all that. She got the girl back too. I said, all right. I said, look that way. Like, she went to the shoulder. I said, look the opposite way. When I counted 3, before I even counted, as soon as she turned around, I cut her arm and I cut that bitch. You told me to. But she was like, how you just do that without no, because you told me to. So the fuck how? So anyway, She told her about that. You told me to do that. I don't know what the... Okay, the thing was, my girlfriend was beautiful. First of all, she looked like a black-ass China doll. She was fucking gorgeous. She looked like a black Chinese. Like, real dark. Dimple. She was just beautiful. And the people were jealous of me in that relationship. Like, a couple people in my family tried to get with her. All kinds of shit. They always would wonder, like, how you get these girls? My father used to ask me all the time, how you get them? The fuck? Little smart bitch. But listen, so, just out of jealousy, she told her a lot. Drinking, they smoking and drinking, and she conjured that. So when I called her and said, why did you tell her that? She said, I didn't tell her that. I said, you did. Why would you tell my wife I would hurt her? She said, why would I tell her that? She didn't know we was on a three-way. And my wife said, you did tell me that. I just was telling this story yesterday to one of my nieces. My wife said, you did tell me that. And she hung up. The person in my family just hung up. And she was like, I'm so sorry, Angel. I said, but you left me. You didn't ask me first. You could have called me at work. You tore all my poetry up. So now she crying. She come home. She's trying to tape shit up. I'm just watching her like, well, why did you believe her? All of the stuff she's trying to fix, I took all of that shit. I took it out back. I had a beer in my hand, my pack of cigarettes. I'm crying. And I burnt that shit up. I'm gonna tell y'all, I never wrote again. Like, never just like put my heart in my writing again. Like, no. I would write sporadically. Am I here alone? Anybody with me? Yeah, I go again. Let me know y'all here or not. Make sure I'm not talking to myself, y'all. The last time they cut everybody out my lives. I don't know if anybody here. Okay, cool. So, I stopped writing. I mean, my writing moved people. Like, I was in Job Corps. And I wasn't old enough to drink or nothing. I was just too damn grown. I was too grown. So we went to this function because I was I was the captain of the marching band. And we went after we did the march that day, not the band, but anyway, after the march that day, we went to this function, and I left. I snuck away from the group. The mayor was I didn't know she was the fucking mayor, who she was sitting at the table, and I was just too damn grown. I was always good and quick with my mouth, so I went and sat at the table with them. I'm talking shit. They didn't even know I was like only 19. They gave me some the mayor gave me a Pabst beer. She was like, you want a beer? I was like, yeah. So I'm sitting there drinking beer and shit. Well, I drank about 6 beers, and my counselor caught it from across from me. She was like, Angel, get over here. I'm like, no. Because I kept drinking. They was like, for the counselor's like, you better come over here. I'm like, no. So I was talking to the mayor, and I was telling her that I rap. Singing shit. She was like, oh yeah. She was like, take the stage. And I went up there and I called my girl. Mind you, the counselor's like, get over here. I went up there and I'm singing and rapping songs that I made up. It moves people. Like, I won a whole Job Corps thing of some song that I made up. I keep telling y'all, don't believe me. Queen Latifah stole my song. Ladies First is my song. It's mine. I went to her open mic in East Orange, New Jersey. You had Queen Latifah there. You had Kid and Play there. You had all these different celebrities that was there. LL Cool J was there, but they wasn't really nobody. They were nobodies. And they had an open mic. And I did the open mic. I did Ladies First. Was my song, the title, and every fucking thing. But what they would do is throw house parties. That people come to their house parties, have open mics, and steal people's shit. I want Queen Latifah to hear me say it one day on some shit. She stole my song. And I didn't listen. I was at the hotel, and my boy James, I think his name was James, came to the hotel and was like, yo, your song on the radio. I used to rap all the time to come from Baltimore to Jersey. I was living in Trenton, New Jersey. So everybody liked me because I was the life of the party. I was from somewhere else. I brought a spice with me and shit. So I walk the street with a crowd all the time. They called me Queen Mecca in Jersey. I walk the street with a crowd of people all the time. And we would always rap and sing and do poetry and shit. He came to me and was like, your song on the radio. I was like, what song? He was like, Ladies First, yo, how Queen Latifah get your shit? Because I used to take the train from Penn Station in Trenton, New Jersey. Penn Station. Something about the number 10, the 10th station, the 10th something. Or was it 10th Street? Something 10. And get off at East Orange and go to the house parties. Queen Latifah house party. Obviously, she stole it from the house party. She stole my shit. Look, people don't believe me. I don't give a fuck. She stole my music and my shit was on the radio. And I used to carry my radio with me all the time and a piano. All the time. And I was listening to my music on my radio. Anyway. So, but the point is, how powerful the arts are, and we are underestimating the arts as being the glue to any community, to any people, to any tribe. Can you imagine a tribe without music? Tribes sing to make their plants grow. The frequency. The didgeridoo has been out for thousands upon thousands of years. These aboriginals, hold on. These aboriginals down in Australia and shit. All this shit around my neck. These aboriginals down in Australia, play the didgeridoo. The didgeridoo, the sound that the didgeridoo make, they would play it to the water. On the water would be a geometric pattern. That pattern, okay. Sound creates reality. So, like they've learned that certain landmarks and places on Earth came from. There's certain places on Earth that Earth has. They call it like a heartbeat. A constant sound comes from there, and because of that, it has created the landmass. They realize that the landmass has been created from the sound. So just like with the didgeridoo, like that, hitting the water, it would create a geometric pattern. You play the same sound. You could do it with a singing bowl. You could do it with anything. You could play a sound over water, and you will see the geometric pattern. Cymatics. They say, what's his name? Rife. Rife is the one who they put cymatics on him. He wasn't the first. The ancients did this. The ancient cathedrals, I keep telling y'all this, the ancient cathedrals have those symbols on them. People never really realized what those symbols was. Those symbols are actual keys. Each key go to an organ. You got 7. And then I play the black keys, the flat keys. Listen, the keys on the piano are the 7 major organs. That sound, those tunes, is tuned to your organ. Your organs have a sound. And that sound is in the organ. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I say it like it's a poem I wrote a long time ago. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. The 7 levels of spirituality. A equals da-da-da. B equals F. And then I play the black keys, the flat keys, the ever-present, omnipotent sound on. Keys are to your organ. So what they did was, if you play A, it has a certain sound that was tuned to 432 and not 440. So you got A, ding, ding, ding. If you keep doing that, ding, 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 ding. Sound creates matter, ding, 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 ding. you play that by water, it creates a pattern. They took the pattern and put the pattern on the walls of the cathedrals. Ding, 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 ding. Dun, 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 dun. Or dun, dun, dun. You know what I mean? Like A, B, C, do, re, mi, da, 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 da. Creates a pattern. I know I probably look crazy shit right now. It creates a pattern. So those geometric patterns, and they discovered it. It wasn't a discovery because it's what it was. Somebody had already discovered the shit. That's why it was on the walls. But this one man who went to Egypt, I forget his name. I always forget this man's name. He went to Egypt. And he was studying something. These shits he found. And the sound that was coming, like when he went in there, like he had a back problem. He was limping for his whole life. He had something wrong with his ass. But he came out of there walking straight, and the security guard, he was an anthropologist. The security guard was like, why you not walking like that now? What made the man realize he went in there with those sounds and got healed? So then he realized that those sounds were geometric patterns. Then he realized, oh shit, those symbols on the cathedrals are, I promise you why. So he went and he decoded it and showed that each one of them was sound. Each one of them went to an organ. Those 7 geometric patterns were keyed to each organ. So when you went to church, they had the big organ. Now they had the pipe organ. So when you came in and you said to the man, like, you are ill, they would attribute it to one of your organs. It's not acting right. So they would play in that key. But then while he's talking and performing his shit, but he wasn't performing you. It was, healing you. It was the sound. Sound was healing the people. And they knew what to play because it was on the walls. But if you didn't know, you didn't know. If you knew, you knew. You feel me? So the organ players knew what keys to play because of the geometric patterns. Because again, each one of them represented your organs. What I'm trying to tell y'all, all this relates to arts. All this relates to sound and vibration. All this relates to how the arts move. It's the glue, it's the binder to societies. You can close your eyes and know what the people is in front of you by the music you listen to. If you close your eyes and I said doing, doing, dong, 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 what you gonna say, China? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you close your eyes and I was like thinking of a master plan, ain't nothing but sweat inside my hands, you would be like, rap. You feel me? It's the and people, when they confront each other, when a tribe come, they come with their dancers. Because it's the glue. It's what binds the people. It's what moves the people. It's how we send our deceased off. It's how we bring in how we bring in the future, the new babies. And everything in between. It's how we celebrate harvest. I mean, on some normal shit. Can you imagine Thanksgiving without music? I've never been to a Christmas in my life, but I can imagine black people. Do you have Christmas? Do you have music at your Christmas? I don't care if it's gospels. I bet you in the background, dun, 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 dun. You mean you got something going? Because it's the filler. Can you imagine functions without music? Can you imagine walls without art? Because art is visual language. Language speaks to you. So when somebody draws something, he speaks to me, where you ain't feeling what she's saying. So when she asked me yesterday, because I said yesterday on the live on Zen Wombs that I'm going going into spiritual fitness. I hope you all go with me. I'm going to spiritual fitness on the 19th. I'm going to be in spiritual fitness 12 weeks to get myself together, to flush out this flesh, to get myself in high vibration. Because I don't want to be making music. I don't want to be making art, creating and healing, not in the proper vibration. This is why. This is the answer to that. Because music heals or hurts. Music can hurt a whole people as it can heal a whole people. Music can bring upliftment or destruction. That's why everything is 440 hertz, because they want to bring destruction. But if you get everything in 432, you be healing people as they listening to songs. So we are healers. Why are we joining? You know what? I'm telling you something about the younger generation coming up right now. These kids are fucked up. I look at a lot of spiritual shit, a lot of stuff dealing with arts. These kids, and they think that they're Zen. They think that they're Zen. I understand that Zen, the meaning in itself means peace. These kids talk about peace, and love, and meditation, but they motherfucking artwork look like this. What the fuck? Motherfucking eyes are X's. Like they don't like traditional. A lot of them don't like traditional. It's a word for it. Somebody know it, put it in the chat. Like for traditional art, and then like that free expression art. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not by the book. They want to be free. And the shit they join. And I mean, other people like loving it, buying their stuff, but they buying these people's demons. I mean, you gotta remember, Satan sat in church. Satan know the Bible. They said coming up, Satan know the Bible better than you. He was the right hand man to God, so why wouldn't he know the word? You see? But then they'll call themselves Zen, but they're creating monsters. You want to know? You want to know how pure your art is? Face it to a child. Look at a child's reaction. A child is not biased. Think about that. A child they have sense of reason, but they don't have a high level of reasoning yet. So look at children for truth. Like, how should we eat? Put an apple, a rabbit, a cow, a broccoli in front of a child and see which one they go to eat. And they gonna eat that rabbit. Even though children may put things in his mouth to taste, because it's a sense. Taste what we learn our surroundings with our tongue, with all of our 5 senses. With all 6 of them, actually. We learn, even the ESP, the perception. We learn, but the child's hungry. The bright red would appeal with senses to eat it. A child wouldn't go up and think a cow would give it nourishment. Wouldn't go to another child for nourishment. But the bright colors, the color of a banana, an apple, green apple, red apple, cherry, a pear, appeals to the child's senses. That's how you know how we should eat. A child don't even attract to what's green. I know this. If you raise, because I did it, if you raise a child on fruit only, you wouldn't even have to give them greens. See, greens is a rebuilder. You wouldn't have to have nothing. If you're going to give them greens, all you got to give them is algae. That's the only, speaking of which, damn, all we got to give them is algae. That's the only green we need. Because leaves hurt. You hurt the plant. Somebody say, how you know you don't hurt the fruit? Listen, I know what I'm supposed to eat by what's handed to me. It fell off the tree. I didn't have to pluck it. Leaves fall off the tree. Energy bits. So, put your art in front of children. The boy was making the picture. I don't know if the lady was his mother or sister, but came in with the smaller child. He said, I'm on live right now. So she got quiet and she was doing her. The baby came in, was like, she was like, shh. I was like, no, pay attention to that baby. The baby trying to tell you there's a fucking demon in the goddamn picture, because pictures are portals. And we so powerful, we don't even know what we're doing. We don't know when we draw. You're opening a portal. You don't think so? Draw Annabelle. See that motherfucker in front of you. What is a drawing but a mirror? It's reflecting something. Why don't we like mirrors in the room? Why we turn mirrors around? Because they portals. So is a drawing. The drawing is a reflection of something that came out of your ass. The arts are the binder. This is why we must be clean. If we are going to be the controller of the arts, to answer the SisStar's question, if we are going to be the ones to control the arts, we're controlling the... I know I'm talking funny now. We are controlling the world. We're controlling the world when we control the arts, dance, music, song, poetry, or words, rap, or words, paintings. This is the magic that move emotions. So that's why Diddy, or they would have somebody even like him over the musicians, the magicians. That's why where stars are made is in Hollywood. Hollywood is the staff of a wizard. You see where I'm going? So in California, where most of these people come from, and it branched off to New York, but you have a mogul, you have handlers, these demonic ass handlers over the musicians, the magicians, so they can control the world through these people. So if this boy is sodomized, if this girl is taken with grape all the time from everybody on top, she is contaminated, her vibration is off, but she's making the music. So what comes out of her is what's going into the people. That it is that's binding your communities. This is why we have to be clean. This is why we have to be high vibrational. If you want to heal through the arts. I know that liquor takes you to another place. I know, because I love me some beer, and I haven't had beer in a couple years now. But what portal is opened up? What portal? I would get courage. I'd drink a beer, go on stage. You feel me? What's coming out of me though is why we shouldn't be that kind of intoxication. Certain things we shouldn't do. I believe you should do weed. I can't do it. It makes me paranoid. But I believe you should do it clean. So it's important that your intake is clean before you dance for the world. Because you are moving emotions, energy in motion. You are moving emotions. You are controlling people with your movement. You are controlling people with the stroke of a brush and pushing a pen. I could imagine Source. I can imagine Source controlling or making things, womb creating geometric patterns with its pen. In the beginning was the Word. The Word was God. The Word was with God. The Word was God. Then what is Word? Word is tone and vibration. Tone is light. Every atom splits to create a sound. A lot of people don't know that. Look that up. So the word, that's art. See, that's why it's called creation. That's why you create a new piece, because you are working as God. Now, what vibration are you in working as a God? You see? It's why I'm cleaning up while I'm making this music. You see? Y'all share the live for me one time. I'm trying to get this channel up. I don't know why they keep cutting this channel off though. The videos. I need to get this channel up, because we're going to be doing a lot more over here. So just alert people that I'm here. Share it on your YouTube, your Facebook, whatever. Just share the link one time. Wherever you can share that. I appreciate that. So this is why, y'all, we have to be high vibrational when we create. Because we have become the creators. We're acting as a representative of source. And when you go into your art, you need to see yourself as such. I don't care if you gotta imagine yourself with your wizard cape on, with a wand in your hand, because it's that much magic in the arts. It controls the whole world. Why do we go to see singers sing? Because they moved you so much. You still want to be a part of them. You want for that time, for that length, for that concert, for them to sing. Why do they need to sing your favorite song? Because you want to be moved like that again. Now, you want to be moved. You want them to do it directly. You see? This is how much power each and every one. Every time you sell a painting, every time somebody comes to your dance show, every time you create a rap, every time you do a poem, you're moving somebody. If nobody know you and you did a piece on TikTok and you got 10 likes, that's 10 whole people you affected. That's 10 whole people that you have moved. It's important that you get your vibration right. Because what did you just do to their lives? In that moment, in that 3 minutes, in that snippet, I made a little beat. Y'all heard it? Y'all like my beat? I made that little beat. No, this was just, I don't know nothing about that beat machine. I was looking at this little video. So I said, let me try to do. The man was doing some of the things, and I lost my complete goddamn way. I lost that beat. I got it back though. Somebody showed me how to get it, how to download it back off of YouTube. But out my little beat machine, it was gone. But I'm really good with drums. I've always been good with drums. Y'all know that I play the drums. So I was like, I could play it for y'all. Y'all better like my beat. Why is it so fucking crowded? Yeah, hold on. So I put it on there. Like, I didn't expect much, because it didn't mean much. I was showing that, look, y'all, I'm in creation, you know? Because I literally made that beat in like about 5-6 minutes. I was just sitting there playing the thing, and then I was like, this is a little groovy. I added a little extra to it. I'm like, yeah. And then I'm like, look, y'all. But then people was like, no, that shit fire. A couple people, somebody on TikTok was like, Can you make me a beat? I'll buy a beat. I'm like, these motherfuckers don't get that. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I have no idea how I did that. But then I did one yesterday, y'all. That shit is tight. I did it again. I'm gonna let y'all hear my little beat. You going there? Okay, then I'm going here. Y'all gotta tell me y'all wanna hear my little beat first. Okay, it's my little beat. I promise you though, I didn't think that I was gonna get a reaction. Like, I thought people were gonna be like, yeah, you doing your little shit. I know you like my beat, Malachi. You the only one who said you want to hear my little beat. Y'all don't want to hear my little beat? No, but I literally, somebody said, well, she's fierce. Look at that. Wait a minute. I don't know, I just ran into that. God. Unless you're walking in the middle of Europe. That big ass afro, just Jesus. Anyway, so nobody said they want to hear my beat. Okay, but look, so point is, just it's 23 seconds, and somebody like, yo, that shit is fire. The fuck? Somebody else like, can you make me a beat? Somebody else like, yo, that had my shoulders moving. We control people with the arts. It goes directly to what I was saying, and that was a fluke. That wasn't nothing. But it's something else. I'm gonna keep that beat now. I wouldn't even keep this, so I just put it out there. It wasn't nothing. It was just something I created real quick. Hold on. Now I really like it. what my intention is in that. I wonder what the cymatics would look like. What would this create on water? Like the Soromoto experiment. Okay, baby, here. Come on. Like the Soromoto experiment. They would say hate. You know how it goes. And they would leave distorted crystals on water. And we are all water. So what you create, what is it doing to my water? If somebody said, fuck you, that feeling that came over, that feeling, that was your waters changing. Somebody said, I love you. That's a feeling. What is that? Where that's coming from? What is a fucking feeling? That's in your waters. It goes through your cells and it affects your waters. So when we create, my mood is in that. How I was feeling when I was sitting there, it makes me go back to that. I feel how I was feeling, how I was rocking, what I was doing, what I was seeing is all in there. Now it's in you. What if I just got finished arguing with somebody? Or eating a bunch of bad shit? All of that intention is in that beat. But I wasn't doing any of that. That's why it feels good. You feel me? My point is what we put on the world. We are the magicians. I'm just doing everything I can to try to get you guys to see that. And use it. Your paintbrush is your wand. Your words poet is your wand. Your words rapper is your wand. Your word producer is your music. Pied Piper. I know I control people with the drums all the time. In the AM, early in the AM, and I sit out with the bird in the back of the car right now. I get my frisbee Gouda, and I sit and I play my frisbee Gouda like the Pied Piper all the time, starting with the animals start coming. So while the birds sing, I play with them. I'm playing with them, not the other way around. I play to the song of the birds in the AM. So I'm playing my Gouda, then the birds start walking on the ground. The dogs will look over. Any animal, all the animals first. Then people start coming out their RVs. Older people. I was talking my ass off. I didn't know y'all was gone. I don't even know what the last thing y'all heard. But people come from everywhere when did y'all hear that? People come from everywhere when I play my instrument at campsites. The birds first, the animals, the dogs, all look over. Then people start coming like the Walking Dead out their campsites. They sit out on the lawn. They'll sit out on the lawn. I always end up about 5 people in front of me. I know that I control them with the drum. Absolutely fall in love with me just because I'm making these sounds they like. Old people just want to sit with me all fucking day and I want to be alone. Leave me the fuck alone at my campsite like you want to be alone at yours. But just because like, oh, so are you staying till tomorrow? Motherfuckers, when they go to bed, good night. Will you be playing tomorrow morning? Yeah, I'll be out here about 6. It moves them. Well, why don't you ask them, can you play at the amphitheater? They'll pay you. Catalina State Park want me to play at the amphitheater down there. Because people want to be moved. They don't know what to do without it. Feeling and sound was your first communication in the womb. You couldn't see. You can feel though. And what were you were feeling? You were feeling vibrations and sound in the womb. Your mother was in a certain mood. The vibration of that would hit you in the womb. What cymatics are we creating? Cymatic means sound made manifest, basically. What cymatics are we creating? With every art is cymatics. Control the people. And now that I've said all of that, I strongly employ the melanated womb man to stand up as God and control the people, starting with the children. Control the children. What will you imprint on them? What magic? If you're not, everybody not inclined evil, artistically inclined, but you can still guide them with music. You can use my music, water programs that's created in love. You can use this person's art that's created in love. What cymatics are you creating in the DNA of your children? Women, change the world through magic, the arts. You will get a better reaction from people. You will get more of a reaction from people by using arts. Even talking is one of the arts. They made talking art, poetry, song, rap. It's just talking. So what you say, you affect the waters of people. That's why liars, they're harming people on the planet. They're harming children. They're harming the righteous with a lie. Because the vibration, it carries vibration. So what cymatics is being laid in a person's spirit? One of the reasons why I'm alone and just don't want to be, I can't be around liars anymore. Because they imprinting on me. I don't like liars. If you lie, you taught me that. That stuck with me. So I remove myself from liars today, whether I love them or not. Even when the tearaway hurts me, because it's a vibration. We affect everything around us. Black woman, melanated woman, do it. Use all that you are. Use that nappy crown, which is your non-ether. Use that antenna. Use the antenna. Connect with your world with your antennas, with your locks, with your fro, with your ether. Sit in nature and decode with your melanin. Take us to source with your womb. It is the third connection in the three mind wombs. Your womb is the mind called womb. Your mind is the womb called mind. And then there is source, the mind womb. That's take a body and connect it and use it. For those of you who's in the arts, create. Become the creator. It's time for us to stop creating frivolous shit. Create healing. Move this world the way we want it to move. I promise you it's that simple. Use your words in prayer. Pray with us at 8 o'clock every night. We remove all disagreeable energies and entities from the governments around the world. That's one of the things I'm about to create, a video with that prayer. Stay tuned for that. oh, I got me a cloud over me. But you know what? This cloud is wicked. Because this cloud is funny. See this cloud over top of me? The funny part about this is when it's not cloudy out, excuse me, when it's not cloudy out, you would think that cloud was right there because there's a shadow cast over this road. Right here. Always in this area, but you look up and ain't nothing there. But exactly where this rain cloud at right now is where the shadow is cast from. There's probably something in that or sitting there. I say it all the time, why don't nobody notice this shadow across this road, but there's no clouds in the sky? So part 1 to this, I did before this, y'all. Check it out, called High Vibration or something. Heal with the arts, High Vibration, something like that. Because it got cut off. So this is part 2. Every one of us have to be responsible to what's happening right now. Every black woman, they're calling you God, they're telling you God, you have to use it. You have to become, you gotta let go. You gotta let go of the bullshit. You gotta let go of how somebody hurt you. You gotta let go. We have to move forward. Damn it. Y'all think I should do something with this beat? I get 11 people. I ain't even got 11 people on here, but for people that watch it, if I get 11 people that say I should do something with this beat, I'm gonna do it. Anyway, it makes me move. I like to hear. It ain't about you waiting for somebody else or waiting to hear what else Ceka got to say. I done said enough. It's about you being responsible to what you're hearing now. It's about you making a move now. You, everybody. Everybody. We need everybody doing something. I'm telling you, I'll be thinking, you take a picture of those things that you have. You think it's a gift. My gifts. They're not your goddamn gifts. They're your tools. You're given tools to use. Use your tools. Use the arts. Use them. Other people are talented or gifted or have tools in other ways. Cooking. Those of you who can cook, that's an art. That's alchemy. Heal the people with the food. I do. I was thinking about it after I said it too. I was like, I got 11 people who said that already now. You was the first one. All right, y'all, we're out of time. We only have time to use what we was given to help humanity at this point. Start with ourselves. Y'all join me on the 19th for spiritual fitness. If you don't have it, you can. I put it on the community post. I think on this one too yesterday. It's definitely on Zen Wombs, but I think it's on this one too, on the community post. What spiritual fitness is. It's a 30-minute video. Go check it out. So it explains it all. So I don't have to right now. So if you want the PDF, it's only $10. Send $10 in Cash App. Oh, and somebody, like if you're in another country and you can't get Cash App and Venmo and none of that, go to my website. On the website, and you want the PDF, leave a comment and tell me that it's for spiritual fitness. But on my website, if you go to like the water programs, any of those, and you'll see at the bottom of all the, what you call those, all the collections, like the water programs. You got the incense one. I think it's 4 of them on there. And when you click into them to look at the different water programs, at the end of them, one of them is called JB Love. For instance, donation is $11. So if you want to just donate, you can hit that click that, and make a donation to us. But if you are in another country and you want to get spiritual fitness, click that link, do the donation link for $11, and get the spiritual fitness, papers and chart emailed to you. But write it in the comments. That's what it's for, or what email you want to use. Anybody who has ordered it since I've been out, I don't work on Sundays and stuff, but I'll get it to you because I know we all trying to get ready for the 19th. I'm ready to go now, but I'm waiting for those who wanted to go because I was late. You know what I mean? So I'm waiting for the 19th to give everybody a chance to get whatever they want to get. It's a 12 weeks. We're doing the spiritual fitness for 12 weeks. You might not want to do 12 weeks. Do 4 weeks with us. Do 6 weeks with us. Do 8. You know? But get yourself in order. Get some of the sin off you. Like me, some of the self-neglect off you. Get your focus back. Get your meditations in. Get your groundings in. Get strong. Get some exercise. Get your eating right. Get your vibrations high. Especially my healers. If you are a melanated womb man, you need to be going with us. If you're not, if you're a melanated womb man, you should be going with us. Everybody send this to another melanated womb man who should be going with us. I'm going to take as many as I can into this cleansing. And I told you I have something very important to tell y'all. It'll be on the other channel, but I have to do some research first to be sure what I'm talking about. A couple things I got to look up, but let's get cleaned up. It's that time again. I did it in spring, but I had to cut it short after 6 weeks because 3 weeks because it was only for 30 days. I only did it for 30. I was doing it for 30 days, but I had that pneumonia, and it was just messing me up. So I stopped in the 3rd week. But just those 3 weeks was powerful. It was powerful. Like I didn't go online till 12 o'clock every day. Just, kept myself open and connected. It's powerful. Things, in about a couple days of doing spiritual fitness. Oh, another thing I wanted to mention. I should do this I'm gonna do it on the other channel too. I want to give y'all, everybody who's doing spiritual fitness, a part of spiritual fitness is reading, I think it's, what the hell is that? Hold on. Ten pages of a book. What I'm doing this time, I'm going into the Cosmic Mother again. I didn't finish it. I'm going to the Great Cosmic Mother again, but I'm going to send y'all the link. Let me know who wants it, who's doing spiritual fitness. Don't just be running me. If you ain't doing spiritual fitness with me, don't just be hitting me up talking about send me the link. I don't work for y'all like that. No, I ain't being smart either. I'm working for people. I got too much that I'm doing. If you're doing spiritual fitness, let me know. And when I send you the PDF, or if you already have it, let me know that you already have it. I'll send you the link where she's reading the she'll read the whole book to you. Yeah, she'll read the whole book to you. So y'all let me know. Let me know. So you want to get the PDF, watch the video, and let you know what it's all about. You want to get right to the PDF, cash up $10 to Cash App Ceka, $ Ceka. Put in that SF, or spiritual fitness, and don't forget to put your email so I know where to send it to. And we're starting on the 19th, so that way you have enough time to get your supplies. Oh shit, the gate was open. I thought somebody came in this yard and took my e-bike out. Okay, I didn't see it. So watch the video, get refreshed and abreast to what's going on. Get the supplies you need. Got 2 weeks from today. So on the 19th we start, and on the 11th of January is our last day. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. If you really put the time into this, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love the change in yourself, doing the intermittent fasting, doing the juicing, doing it and just doing it. Do it with us, and then we'll link every day. Even if I got to do a short every day or something, I'll stay in contact with where we are. Y'all can leave messages on the videos if you need help with anything during that time, and we just do it together. We just cleanse out from now to January. I know it's going to be hard for some of you who participate in so-called holidays. Ain't nothing holy about them. So the holidays, but I don't participate. It's not hard for me because I do Thanksgiving. I don't do Halloween. I don't do shit. I don't give them my energy like that, knowing what all of that shit is. I don't do Thanksgiving. That has nothing to do with me. The killing them damn Indians. Why would I celebrate that? Like, when do we stop? We learn this shit, but we stay in it. Oh, because the family, fuck the family. They in ignorance. You're not. That's when it's time to stop. I don't do no damn Halloween, Hallows Eve. They celebrating demonic energy. I ain't got shit to do with that. I'm staying high vibration. I'll be in fasting on those days. You feel me? Like, the new year, only my thing about the new year, because it's a worldly thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it changes my time. It affects me. My time actually changes. I don't go anywhere or do anything or take a toast. I acknowledge it though. But my new year is on my arrival day, June the 19th. That's my new year. I believe everybody's personal new year is on their birthday. So, but I don't do anything. And that's probably because I'm just not around anybody. If I was around people, I still know I've had people here. It's just another day, but it's happening. You know, family might invite me to something. I ain't got time for none of that shit. I don't want to change. I don't want to get low vibrational for a day. I don't feel like that. How much time of my energy do it take to prepare for that day? So it don't just cost me a day. Thanksgiving don't just cost me that day. It cost me a couple months of energy. Because I'm thinking about it for a couple months. I'm preparing for it for a couple months. Getting the money up. It's taking a couple months of my life to have one day to kill myself with eating as much as I can eat. And then that shit is going to last for the next week or two. And then it's going to go into, what's after Thanksgiving? It's going to go into people celebrate Christmas. How long? People have been thinking about Christmas since last fucking February. People start preparing for Christmas, and it takes 6 months. To get everybody, it takes so much of your lives, you just don't even realize it. So then you got Christmas. But they doing that, all these festivals and shit and festivities during the time of year when it's time for your spiritual rest. That's why they do that. They wake you up. The bear's supposed to sleep. But they got all these festivities going on when it's cold, when it's time for you to rest. So they got you going all summer with a bunch of bullshit, a bunch of concerts with the Super Bowls and football. And they got you going. Oh no, they work you the fuck to death. One job costs you 16 hours a day. What I mean by that, you work for 8 of those hours. You get up in the morning and prepare 2 hours to get there. How much do you prepare and travel? Then you gotta listen your whole day for one job. You get 8 hours a day to yourself. And part of that is your sleep. You have no time. But then your other time, you're thinking about what you're going to do in January. You're thinking about what you're going to do in December. No. It's when the leaves start falling, that's that time. What the hell am I listening to? Oh, I was going to say that I was hearing that real light. What the hell? Anyway, that's what I'm saying. Like, and that's why we're as spiritual as we want, or as profound as we like to be, or as spiritual as we want, because we got too many things going on. When them leaves start falling, that's when it's time for you to rest. It's time to stop all of that shit. No, but we getting up every like October, November, December, February, and then it's spring again. February, Black History Month. They're keeping us busy. They're keeping your mind busy. No, it's time to stop. Go in with the birds now. It's time to stop. Go in with the bears now. Right now, focus on yourself. Get some reading in, get some meditations in, get some extra rest. Remember that I hear this often in my head, y'all. Remember that Queens of Comedy? And I forget which queen it was, but she was talking about the kid. Mary, you want this? What should we do with this? And she was like, Mommy, you're fat. No. That, when she said that, she said how kids was on. Remember, she said she was on the phone with somebody, and the little kid walked up to her and said, Mommy, you're fat. She said, and I took that phone and I bust that little bald head bitch inside the head. Hold on. My point. I often hear that in my head, but I don't hear, Mommy, you're fat. I'm like, Mommy, people, we're fucked. But in her voice. I think it was Simone. Anyway, we're fucked, man. We just won't stop. We won't get it. We know better. We know better. We know better than to be celebrating this shit, but we just do it because we want to. It's taking too much from us. Settle down, ladies. Settle down. And then spring gonna come, and you're gonna be super fat. We're gonna be upset because we fat again. And here go the summer. Same routine. Go into spiritual fitness on the 19th to get yourself together. For the next 12 weeks, go into intermittent fasting every day. My window right now is 11 to 7. It'll change in a minute, though. My window is 11 to 7. I just realized I made it before the rain. How about that? You know what I'm saying? It's 11 to 7. My fasting will start like I'll do 20 every week. Every Wednesday, do 24-hour dry fast. Well, just water only. Just flushing out. I've already started my pull-ups. Like right now, I'm about to go in here and do one of the cleansers, because I ate that vegan cookie just now. It's not the cookie, the vegan cookie. It's the French fries. I want that out. It pull out saturated fat and cholesterol. That cleanser. That's in a PDF. You want to get that. It pulls that stuff out of your body, because I just had them. I was starving out here, and I went and got those fries in a vegan spot. And I want that grease, pull that grease out, because I'm starting in cleansing now. I'm getting light now. That's why I just started intermittent fasting now. So just get in light bodies, for what they're doing. You need to be in a light body. All this time we've been preparing the spiritual community for what was to come. What was to come is here now, and we're not ready. So let's get ready. Let's get ready together. And let me get ready to get out of here. I appreciate y'all being here. Just make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Have notifications on. Thanks for everybody who's been supporting. All the Zen for Pains over this weekend will go out Tuesday because the post offices are closed on Monday. So everything will go out for the orders Tuesday. If you get the spiritual fitness PDF, that'll come to you right away so you can start preparing and get your stuff together, whatever you're going to need, how you get your plan together, how you're going to exercise where, because it comes with the, y'all have seen it, it comes with the sheet. It like you can write your schedule out so you can start looking at that now. Got 2 weeks, how you want to plan around stuff. How you going to, what time you want to do your journaling every day. You got 1, 2, 3, I think it's 4 meditations. If you don't have personal journey, that's for this one. I'll be doing personal journey meditation. You can get it on a site right now, by the way, it's on sale. So if you want, you might want to do another water program, but because all of this is so personal to the self, I'm going into personal journey. So that's 2 meditations a day. Then the meditate at 8, of course, and then the self check-in. Do a minimum of a 10-minute self check-in every day. How you doing, Ceka? How you feeling about this? If I've had an argument, if I want to have an argument, I check in with the self, bring myself to a calm. You have to get grounded every day. It's a beautiful thing because it's all about you. You have to read certain pages of a book a day. You becoming enlightened in this. You becoming more connected. You connecting with nature in this. It's even certain skincare you gotta do. You gotta do your skincare. You gotta, you know what I mean? It's all in there, but it's all about you just bringing yourself up in these 12 weeks. It's normally the program is 30 days, but I'm just doing an exact program for 12 weeks. I want to go straight through the winter with this. It's gonna be a lot of soups for me. I'm about to go make a soup right now for tomorrow. But if the puppies are sleeping, Kefa, come out. If the little teeny ones are sleeping, come out. So you shut the gate. So this is what we doing. Join us on the 19th, y'all. I appreciate y'all being here. Let me look and see in case anybody says something. Y'all need me for something. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, Malachi, you gotta text me that because I'll forget as soon as I'm going home. Oh yeah, please do, Malachi. That'd be so awesome. I'd love to have you beside me for this. Yeah, you see her. I just keep bopping. Yeah, I love that little beat. Shit. Okay, y'all. So hold out my Scarlet. So okay, so that's what we doing. He just said something. Oh yeah, okay, Malachi, email me that. So anybody who already have the PDF and you want to go through the Great Cosmic Mother book for this cleanse, hit me up and I'll send you the link for her. And that way you could get up in the AM. Like I'm up 5 o'clock with these puppies, but then I'll go back to sleep, but I'll stay up. Cause I think the first reading is like an hour, and I'll sit and read with her, or let her read it to me. I mean, we'll do that before or after one of my meditations and going about my day. And then I have my book reading in for the day. You got to journal at night. You got to, well, not at night. You journal when you want to. You got to journal daily. It's the thing. Every day we journal. It's all about self. I'm telling you, I created it this year, right? And I did it for 3 weeks, but I had the pneumonia. In those 3 weeks, I can't wait to get back in it because it was so powerful. In those 3 weeks, so much had changed. And Malachi, you know what I'm talking about on the PDF. I think it's 20 things that we do. And then it's an empty spot, 21. You can add one. What I added was I don't pick up my cell phone until noon. So I stay connected with the real world. I promise you, I started having flashbacks of when I was young. I felt different. So it's kind of something I kept. You know what I mean? Because I don't like to pick up my phone when I first wake up anyway. I kind of stay away from that, at least with an hour. But keeping it till noon, so like now it'll be till 11. When I can have my first chew is when I'll look at my cell phone. Okay, let me get that right. Not look at the cell phone, but go on social media, because I have a playlist of lessons that I'm learning right now. So I'll look at my playlist of lessons, but I won't like go out into the world and see randomly what's going on. I won't go on no damn TikTok or nothing like that. I will just, and that's something I added. So think about it for yourself. That what number 20 is, something that you can add that you may want to get more control of, or something that you know might not be good for you, whatever, however you want to do it. I promise you, after a couple weeks of spiritual fitness, you're going to be different. It changes you. It really, really does. I'm not sure anybody who's done it so far. And I have the same thing though. Several people have done it, but nobody has finished it for the whole 30 days. But everybody that said they've done it, for the time that they've done it, they had a change. So I never even finished it yet. This is my time right here. This would be I just created it. And it's my second time doing it. I'm just gonna do it longer. But y'all see, okay, I'm gone. So y'all get ready so that we can create cleanse. Start preparing your body now. If you know you eating like really heavy stuff now, you got 2 weeks, start bringing it down now. At least put yourself in like intermittent fasting now, so it's not so hard on your body. And I'll probably be going live on the other channel today from the studio. But just to let y'all know from Zen Wombs, but from the office side. Start now. Just start bringing it down. If you're eating meat, you don't want to in these 12 weeks. So to give your body a good flush out, eat it after that. If that's what you want to do. But give your body just a good flush out. So just start bringing everything down now and be disciplined about it. And one of the easiest ways is to start with intermittent fasting. Say, give yourself an eating window. You know what I mean? Yours could be from 9 to 5. Yours could be from 9 to 8. Whatever your window is, whatever your time. You could do 16-8. You could do 18-4 or 18-6. Whatever. I'm going to eat 6 hours a day. I'm going to eat 8 hours a day. I'm going to eat 10 hours a day. But you're doing that for discipline. The minimum you want to go is really 16-8. But if you're doing it just to get yourself disciplined, I don't care, you do 10 hours and get yourself down. You feel what I'm saying? And start, I'm going to eliminate this. I'm going to eliminate, I don't know what you eating, Twinkies. Okay, the Twinkies are gone right now. I might keep this, but I'm going to get rid of this. So through the next couple weeks, every couple days, let go of something else. So you can get yourself where you want to be. So when you start spiritual fitness, it's not a headbanger for you. It's not so hard on you. You're not withdrawn because you weaned yourself down. But the puller and that cleanser is going to help you a lot. When you take that cleanser and it's going to start pulling that shit out. That's why I want you to take the cleanser and then the puller. Whatever time of day you want, because that cleanser going to kill some shit in you too. But the puller going to pull it out of you. So those toxins not staying in, and it's going to help you. It's going to bring you down fast. It's going to bring you down real fast. And when I tell you, you're going to poo like a champion. You're going to poo like it's your goddamn job to do it. And you're going to see saturated fat come out your body. That puller ain't no joke. I mean, not the puller, the cleanser. And then the puller on top of that, with the two together, I pulled out a, what you call that thing, Malachi, in the gut? Plaque, mucoid plaque. I sure did. I got pictures too. So let's get ready. Let's just clean up. Make yourself lighter. Yeah, make yourself lighter. You feel me? So let's get it, y'all. I'm gone. I'm about to go eat before it's too late. Hold up. Dea.th. See y'all soon. Okay.